Hey you! Yeah, you! I heard you wanted to learn how we host events. Well, let's get down to it. So first of all, you'll have a private server link that you will have, or one will be provided. You paste it into the Join Private Server link and tap Join. I will launch a free one just for this demonstration. Then you'll go to #events and announce it with the correct and appropriate format. The standard officer can host many events. However, most consist of only standard trainings and basic military trainings. The executive officer can host an event, and the commanding officer picks the executive officers. If you wish for further information, go check out our officer video of information. Alrighty, so you want to deploy for standard officer uniform. You will tap deploy and you'll be in the game. Then you will announce in events, stand here and await attendees. If any attendees come, you must get them into the event voice call. You should also announce this, what voice call you're going to be using in the events channel. Once you have done this, you will say the following. Hello and welcome to my event. I am username. However, you will refer to me as call sign. There are some rules during this training. Some of them consist of no trolling, no team killing, and have fun. If you experience any issues throughout the event, feel free to contact me or higher up. We'll now begin with 20 push-ups. Please begin. If you do not know what push-ups are, come to the side and I will teach you. So, if they don't know what push-ups are, they will ideally come over this area and then you'll say, alrighty. So, in order to do a push-up, you must tap X and then C. So X, C, C, X, C, C, X, C, C, and you must do that 20 times. You may now go back to the event to try yourself. Once all the attendees have done this, say, alright, we will now move on to faces. Do we all know our faces? If they do not know their faces, explain to them what faces are and how to do them. An example of this is right turn, 90 degrees to your right. Left turn, 90 degrees to your left. About turn, 180 degrees. Centre turn, face towards the host. Right left incline, 45 degrees to your left. Right incline, 45 degrees to your right. We do not have any other faces quite yet. Then, if they all do that successfully, you will say, squad, single file line, on me, and they should all line up behind you. Now, if they fail the push-up part, you are allowed to give them a verbal warning. If they fail the faces, you can give them one strike. Remember, there are about 5 events in this, and there is 1 strike per event. If they fail. So, once they're all lined up on you, you will take them to grab their supplies. You'll say, alright, you have 25 seconds to grab all your supplies. You will need a torch, flare, M18 and M67 in order for you to host this event. Once they're all done, say, squad, single file line on me. Prepare, forward, march. And then you will march them over to the vehicle area. I will just run over there due to it being faster for me. If it was a natural event, you would follow that path all the way along here, across the road. However, make sure there aren't any oncoming vehicles, as if you get run over, that's not going to be very good for your event and what your event looks like. Once you've reached the vehicle port, it depends how many vehicles you have. If there are any other high ranks or middle ranks online, you should ideally get the highest rank to get a jeep. If there are too many attendees, you get another member to get a jeep. Then you'll tell the person in the other jeep to follow you, if there is one. You'll obey all traffic laws and move out to the training room. Do not crash, as I have shown right there. You will then go ahead and park over in that area, which I shall demonstrate. You'll then get out and tell the attendees to stay in the vehicle. You'll at ease and explain to them firearm rules. I will say the firearm rules, which you can repeat. This will all be in voice school. Firearm rule number 1. Do not aim the firearm at anybody else unless they're an intended target. Firearm rule 2. Keep your hand off the trigger unless you intend to fire. Firearm rule 3. Do not attempt to team kill with a firearm. Firearm rule 4. If you feel like you're going to accidentally shoot someone, you must shout, friendly fire, duck, and then they will hopefully duck for the bullet to go past them. If there are any other questions, please ask them now. We'll be entering the firearm zone. If there are any questions, answer them. If you do not know the answer, then ask a higher rank. You'll then proceed to indicate out onto the base. Once you have indicated out, you will land at this area. You want to drive and make sure everybody parks up on the parking areas over here. If anybody accidentally gets out of the vehicle, do not be too worried about it. It's an accident. It can happen. Make sure your vehicle is as straight as possible so other people can park their vehicles in. Shown as to this video. You will then say, squad, single file line on me, and march them over here. You'll then say, squad, halt! Alrighty, so once I call your name, please go up to the nearest mat. And then you'll call their names and they will go to a mat like this. They should not have a gun out. When I say prepare, you will have your firearm out, ready to shoot. You will be aiming as well. Then, when I say fire, you will open fire at your intended target. Please do not try and shoot other people's targets. So, prepare, fire, and they all should fire. An example will be given here. Prepare, fire. They should knock over at least one. If they do not, please have them do it solo if you're not 100% sure that they were the ones to knock it over. Then, do the same thing, but with their secondary firearm. If they cannot shoot it from all the way down here, it's okay, as it is a secondary firearm, and just ask them to do it at the close one. As demonstrated in this video, it is extremely hard to shoot a secondary firearm at the target, and easier to shoot a primary. They're allowed to shoot one magazine. Then you will tell them to hop back in the Jeep. Once you've done all your attendees and they're all in Jeep, you'll then tell the drivers to follow you. They will then follow you outside of this. You'll be going to what we call the emergency Repel land. This is when emergency people need to rappel down to save a hostage or a member. This can be when someone's downed, or if a hostage is trying to get out of the line of fire. Remember, always try and save hostages. You're trying to obey road laws. I am just trying to get there faster for the video. You will then turn in here and halt your vehicle. You'll get out and tell the attendees to stay in the vehicle. Then you'll go over some of the flight rules. The flight rules are: do not rappel unless there is a green light and told so. Do not get in or exit the vehicle without a green light or being told to do so. If there is an unauthorised member flying an aeroplane or a plane, please contact a higher rank, as only certified members should be flying. And then, if you so desire, you can also go over them while you're driving. If you are going over them while you're driving, then please make sure that they all hear it. So then after they all park up there, you'll get them all to go over here. Oh, do not do what I just did. And you'll get them all to park their vehicles like this. Then you'll get out of the vehicle and do the march commands. So, single file line on me. Prepare. Forward, quick, march. If you do not say quick, you should walk instead by tapping Z. However, it is a preferable method to use the quick march. You ideally get them off the road ASAP. You should not go to the aircraft hangar unless you are doing an A10 training and A10 certified. In order to be A10 certified, please check out the video in #documents. Just for this video, I'm going to run over there as it seems to save me time. Then, once you've arrived at the gate, you'll say, halt, using the halt command. You'll turn around and face them at ease. Then you'll say, if there are any helicopters coming in or out, you should immediately go to the sides of the sidewalk and not engage contact with them. And then continue your march on the sidewalks. You'll then say, halt, and wait here. You can either get a little bird, a black hawk, or a sea stallion. The Chinook is not permitted. For this video, I will be using my little bird. You'll ask your attendees to get in the vehicle once the green light shows. You'll then ask command, if there is any, online, to take off, permission to take off. If there isn't any, tell everybody where you're taking off by saying the following in chat. So that is your flight code, which is CO42 for mine. Taking off from Command Bay 1. And then once everybody is in your vehicle, you will tap J and start explaining to them rappelling rules. Alright, hello and welcome to the Repel Emergency Response Centre. Today you'll be learning how to rappel from a helicopter. So, when the green light shows and the ropes are down, you are permitted to rappel, but only rappel once the pilot, which is me, your host, says rappel, rappel, rappel. If he does not say this, you're permitted to rappel. However, just be a little bit more cautious. For today, we will be using the Training Zone 1. Also, make sure there are no A10s coming in and out. Rappel, rappel, rappel! And then all your attendees will ideally rappel down. Once they all have, please pick up your rope and land near them. get them back in the helicopter, do the same thing twice. And then you're going to roleplay a crash scenario. So you are in your helicopter and you're taking your team somewhere. There's an issue with the engine and you're going down. The green light won't come on. However, you have dropped your ropes. Your units have to rappel when you're at about 85 feet. So a little bit higher than what I've just done. Once you've done that, you're going to land your helicopter here. You're going to get them out and STS them on the black line. Then you're going to say, fire, 60-degree angle, or whatever angle you say. Make sure there are no helicopters nearby, as they can think they're under attack and dispatch backup. Once you've done that, fly them all back over to the helicopter pad. Over here. You should then tap J, enable to disable your engine and put your green light on when they're all out, then put the red light back on. Then you'll march them over to the HQ where you started. Once you have marched them over here, you should say the following. Congratulations! Who passed, who didn't pass. And then rank them or request for someone to rank them. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it and maybe it helped you. Anyways, this is Chief of Defence, out.